Alright, let's take a look at this Camaro everyone's flipping out about. Wait. What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel if you guys are returning. If you're new, I hope you stick around, and I'm going to give you guys my thoughts on the new refresh of the 2019 Camaro. As a 5th gen owner, I felt like I kind of had to say something about this topic. Everyone's been putting their input out there for the last 24 hours or so. I've already watched a few reviews on it. I've watched I don't know, Street Speed 717, his thoughts. I've watched Guitarmageddon ZL1. I've watched Lethal Garage. I've watched Motor Fire. I watched, you know, several reviews on it already, or people kind of giving their thoughts at the first look that they released. So this is not going to be a very analytical type of perspective on this. I'm just going to kind of go over why everyone's kind of freaking out about it. It seems, from what I've gathered of the videos that I've watched, it seems like most people are upset about the cosmetic adjustments that they've changed. You know, they've done a lot of other improvements as far as the interior and a few exterior options as well. They've changed something along that line, but it seems like what most people are in disagreement with is the front fascia of the Camaro. And I think that's mainly because the 6th gen models were so good, like so good. I mean, is like I said, I know I'm sitting in the 5th gen right now, and trust me, I love this car. I love the way it looks and everything, inside, outside, whatever. But the 6th gen just looks amazing. For a Camaro, they did a great job. So I guess with such a high standard, and refreshes or remodels are gonna come. It's gonna happen no matter what car brand you have. They're gonna do a remodel at some point. It's one of those things where you're not going to make every person happy. You're not going to make every consumer or buyer happy when it comes to car remodels. It's a fact. It seems like what Camaro was going with was they wanted it to be more aerodynamic, more of a modern look. And I have the picture right here. I mean, I can kind of see that, but the front end looks a little too, I don't know it looks too rounded. And, you know, some people say because of its rounded front fascia, it kind of looks like a little sedan. And I even heard someone say it almost looks like it married a Prius or something like that. And I was like, I don't know. I see they have the middle section that's painted going through the grill, I guess. And it looks like in some options they put the bow tie on the painted body piece. Hold on, why did they do that? Okay, so they're also getting a flow tie, which is supposed to improve air intake for the SS ZL1. Okay, alright, that's fine. They've improved, you know, like I said, I'm not going to go too deep into the analytics of it, but they've improved several things. They got new headlights. I see what they did with the tail lights is they're kind of going back to the way the 5th gen tail lights look. They're circled and boxed off in individual little sections. So they're kind of going back to that, but these look a little more rounded than the 5th gen. So I'm not sure how I feel about it, but I don't know, man. I mean, a lot of people were afraid that when they saw Bumblebee in the last Transformers movie, that they're like, oh God, don't tell me that this is the direction Chevy's going in with the Camaro. But it kind of looks like that's what's happening. So I don't know, I've never been a diehard Chevy person, to be honest. I've liked all muscle cars. To be honest, still am a fan of Mustangs. So I was always focusing on that. Not really Camaros too much, but I've always liked their exteriors. And like I said, I love the 6th gen exterior. They did a great job. But here, it's just, I don't know. I'm kind of neutral. This is one of those things where first looks aren't going to be that great because, you know, you're looking at pictures And this is kind of one of those things where I feel like I would get a better judgment of the exterior once I see it in person. As soon as you know, they release these to the public, to the dealerships, I would love to do a review on one of these just so I can get the inside and outside full detailed review of these cars. But a lot of people just aren't happy with the front fascia, what they did with the grille. They even changed the scoops on the hood itself. Everything else looks basically the same. The side, the tail, most of that looks the same, but the front, they kind of did a big, you know, it's a big change. But it's, what I don't like is that it's more rounded. And to me, what they did right with the 6th gen was that they made it very angular. Like the front end of a ZL1, a 6th gen ZL1 is like the toughest looking thing that you could see back in your rearview mirror. With a 6th gen ZL1 behind you, it's so intimidating. I love it. I love all the angles and all the aerodynamics of it that they incorporated, the splitter, all of that. So then it kind of gets me into wondering what makes a car look aggressive. It's angles, splitter, diffuser, spoilers, scoops, all of that. That's what makes a car look aggressive, makes it look fast, makes it look sporty. And I feel like what they did with this front fascia is they kind of took away some of that, so now it kind of looks a little too modern. I'm a person where the more aggressive a sports car looks, the better, because, you know, that's why you get a sports car. You know, you want to be fast. You know, you want. They've also offered a turbo, a turbocharged 4-cylinder. And, you know, a lot of people aren't fans of that either. They're like, why are you getting a Camaro if it's 4 cylinders? You know. Then again, I kind of ask myself that too. But some people just really like the styling of the Camaro. They don't really care about going fast, or they're not fans of guzzling gas, you know, every time, especially if it's going to be their daily. Like I said, this is an SS. I'm at the gas station pretty frequently, so, you know, compared to a 4-cylinder turbo, they have that benefit of not using up as much gas as me per se. So, you know, I could see why that is, but a lot of people, they're just like, if it's a Camaro, or if it's a Mustang, or, you know, if it's whatever, it needs to be either V6 or V8. That's it. But I mean, they're a brand, they're a company, and they're trying to appeal to as many types of brands of customers as possible. So you have the hot rods, you have the dailies, you have everything in between. So they're trying to encompass all of that. But as far as this remodel, I can see why some people are upset, but I'd say give it time. If you don't like this remodel or the refresh of the 6th gen, what is this? Is this considered 6.5 generation Camaro? I don't know. If you're not a fan of the refresh, maybe give it some time. I'm sure they're going to have some pretty cool aftermarket stuff that you could do with the car itself. Hold on. Let my window up. It's a loud truck next to me. Give it some time. That's what I'm trying to do right now. I have, like I said, a mostly neutral opinion on it. It looks pretty good. Not better than the 6th gen, but it looks pretty good. And I definitely want to see it in person, because this is exactly how I felt when they did a refresh of the Mustang, or I guess it's a remodel. When they did the remodel of the Mustang in 2015. More loud trucks, cool. When they did the remodel of the Mustang in 2015, it was to me, it was such a drastic change. I was not a fan of it, and I was like, I feel like Mustang's kind of going in the wrong direction. I personally didn't like the taillight setup. So, but later on, I was kind of like, oh, okay, it's not that bad looking. It's pretty decent. So maybe that's what's going to happen here with Chevy. And, you know, they have very attractive Corvettes. That's what I'm worried about. The Corvette looks amazing, especially the ZR1. They did everything right to that exterior. It's a beautiful car. I hope they don't do anything in the future for Corvette remodels to mess that up, because they're going good. But this Camaro, like I said, it's okay. It's okay. I'm not a diehard Chevy fan by any means. So overall, I'm not really heartbroken or anything. Even though I have a Camaro, I'm like, eh. I mean, it is what it is. They're trying to appeal to as many people as possible, and this is the route that we're going in. More modern, more aerodynamic, more sleek, more gas saving. You know, so, you know, we're being replaced with electric cars. It's coming. So, but anyways, let me know you guys' thoughts, because like I said, I've listened to a few car reviewers here and there kind of give their opinions. What do you guys think? Do you hate it? Are you kind of neutral like I am, or do you think it's like really, really attractive? It's all on personal perspective. But, you know, when it comes down to it, are Camaro fans gonna buy it? Yeah. They might pick a 6th gen, but I mean, in the end of the day, if they want new and if they want refreshed, they're gonna buy the car. So I guess we're gonna have to see how it does in the market, but I think it'll be fine. We're just gonna have to adjust to it, and I think it will be fine from there. But like I said, let me know what you guys think in the comments. How you feel about it? Would you consider buying one? Do you have a Camaro now, and in the future would you trade it in or anything like that? Just let me know what you have. If you enjoyed this video, like I said, I know it's kind of chill for this type of video. This is not the video I was planning on making today, but I felt like since everyone was talking about it, I felt like I wanted to get my own opinion in there. My next video will be a car review of a 2018 sports car that will be coming later on this week, so make sure you guys subscribe and stay tuned so you can see my first car review for this channel. My channel is very young. I'm just getting started, so I'm definitely going to incorporate car reviews starting very soon. I've been working on my own cars. Now we're going to start looking at some of the new stuff that's out there. So please stay tuned. Thank you so much for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, don't be afraid to hit that like button at the bottom. And I will see you guys next time. Take care.